Well, okay, this is gonna be part one officially, and let's get started. Okay, I think I'm gonna be quieter now, speaking, talking. What a light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Hint, hint. What did I do? God damn it. No. Fuck. Okay, I breathe into my cup, hands run together fiercely to prevent them from numbing in this cold. I don't know what I did. Boom. Okay. Just how long am I supposed to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p. Oh, here we go. Boom. Fix that problem. Have no idea of the buttons either, so my bad. No, return. Sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah, yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter and locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white-painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. This is such a feels. It's setting up a beautiful portrait. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. God damn it. Uh-oh. Rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me. Ha, Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never is more than eavesdrop. It's never is more of an eavesdropper to a conversation. Blah, blah, blah. I turn to face this voice of my dreams, and the heart begins to race. Super kawaii desu ne. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? I love how it's still slowly going away. Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile. That makes me so tense I couldn't even move a single muscle if I tried. This turned into a let's play to a let's okay. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst from my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. No shit. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so slightly against the gust of wind. She didn't flinch. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around my fair finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word if I tried. You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. This guy's having like a heart attack. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? Oh, this music. I massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao? Okay. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open into... This guy's having a heart attack. He is dying. This is not kawaii doki. Hisao! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter skies, Iwanako running towards me. All these things lead to blackness. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the insensate clatter of the branches above. He dead. What if this whole thing is just a metaphor for him dead? Trauma Center. Under the fields. Katawa Shoujo. Where can I hide this? Nowhere. Duck, duck. Duck, duck. This turned from like a game into an anime. I'll just be quiet and let you guys enjoy it. It looks like a bullet or an enema, one of the two. Like, what is that? What? Literally, like, what? I don't know what kind of medical instrument that is. If someone knows, they should tell me, because I'm just gonna assume it's like an enema. And I think we're back. It's been 4 months since my heart is... How does a little kid like that get a heart attack? Like, he is definitely his weight and size, so like... But then again, I guess this game isn't about normal people with normal problems. Nice detail. And that whole time, I could probably count the times I left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I have plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. Oh, his heart's like drop the pace. Strange world. Word. Foreign alien one you don't want to be in the same room with. Rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? This guy's been spending a long time thinking. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Too soon. I already had a full day to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell the house. Oh. Damn. That's sad. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay in the hospital to recuperate. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in a ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. Began trickling down to nothing. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their symphony had turned into a class project. Damn. Ow. Maybe I wonder if even came. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents. Damn. Oh. That's sad. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Damn. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. Oh shit. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. Crawling in. Yeah, I'm done. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. Poor guy. Told me to wait and see if the treatment surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that the surgeons had left in my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. What if this guy's die at the end or something? I stopped watching TV. I don't know why I just did. Maybe it's the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. This is getting too edgy for me. I started reading instead. There was a small library, quote, at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I don't know how long I've been recording. I'll find a nice place to stop, and hopefully that'll be under 10 or 20 minutes. I found, that I like reading, and I think it's even become a bit addicted. I started becoming addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hand. Nerd! That was what my life was like. Days become increasingly harder. Oh my god, from one another, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred in some gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness, in my heart, through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. I really don't want to read this. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book inside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he was trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. It's so sad. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them both. Both of them are not even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There's a ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of pointlessness of what he just did. He then casually sits down at the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I didn't answer him, but I smiled a little, back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll just give your father a prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and look for myself feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Another heart attack. Erectilis. What? Open lol. I'm reading these. No, I'm reading these. This is a propan of the record of dilithinase. Heparin failure. There's gonna be something funny. Procanamide. I already saw erectile. Like, what the heck was that? How can this be a game where we do that if there's erectile? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is pretty nice, actually. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I tried to read, but it's so futile. I thought you liked reading. I couldn't listen to any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. Well, it's not like he's sick, unless he's only sick at the hospital. All this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that this fade over the years. Yeah, thanks, dog. Oh, I didn't do his voice. Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please, calm down, Hisao. Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it to me, he tells me he knew full well I would like, am I supposed to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamakura Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? Oh, I'm sorry. Disabled? What am I? It's a 24-hour nursing staff. It has a 24-hour nursing staff. It's only a few minutes from the highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts, designed to give students a degree of independence, while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled children. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. Dang it! I missed that. Okay, I missed that. I'm assuming he's like, what? We went out there and had to take a look a couple weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other health problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same, this doctor's just horrible. A special school, that's an insult. That is what I say. That is what I want to say. Step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. Yeah. I'm scared towards students I can still get around and learn, but just need a little help, in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. These guys are terrible. One of my colleagues is in another hospital as a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny, I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction or shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that now it's futile. I look around my room. The music stopped. It's about to go ham. Feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to be put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. Dang it. Okay, it's gonna keep talking. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. It needs to, change. Same hospital scene. That's all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over yet. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll see what my new life will be like. My new life will look like. Okay, cool. This looks like a good place to stop/end it. I'm gonna let this finish. Dun dun dun. This looks so realistic. The gate looks... Okay, guys, so I'm gonna end that part, little, whatever. Hopefully it's under 10-20 minutes. And we'll get back to reading Katawa Shoujo. Bye.